I was listening to a podcast by these queer sci-fi writers, and they were talking about place as a character in stories, and it made me start to think about Burlington as a character that I've gotten to know over all these years. I've lived in Burlington long enough that a lot of my friends have had to leave as it gets more expensive. When I'm walking around Burlington, I see all of the places that we used to hang out, and memories of them come back to me, tied to locations. Jessie and I used to teach together and design curriculum together, and making art with her and kids, our ideas would kind of just like layer on top of each other and push each other further and sillier and more beautiful. And she never shut me down. She always added on. It was like what I bet making music in a band is like, building and responding to each other. I always felt like my body was the right body to have in a classroom with hers, and that there wasn't anything wrong about me when I was working with her. I met Claire at a different job, and with like the last bit of my bravery, I gave her my number, and then I quit the job. I wish I was as brave as Claire. She stayed and continued to tell people that my sexuality was none of their business and stand up for me even before we were good friends. We went on tons of dog walks and watched lots of reality TV together. We both don't cry that much and don't really want to be touched a lot. We told each other how we wanted to be comforted if anything happened. And then we got to practice. We made cauliflower tacos with like either almond or peanut sauce. And we brought them down to Letty to eat them at the beach. And Claire defended me from all the seagulls. I think I would love to watch a show that was like just Claire defending me from people. It would have to have really short episodes, like 15 minutes each, because Claire only likes to hang out for that amount of time at once, which is another thing I love about her. The tacos were so gritty, but I wouldn't trade eating them with Claire. Nico and I used to work out at the Y 3 days a week together after work. I would serenade them with bits of song I remembered while we used the weights. And they called my singing atonal and avant-garde. They would always join in, even if they didn't know the song, and just sing similar sounds to me. In the warmer months, me and Nico would go for runs, sometimes in Ethan Allen. And somehow the conversation would always turn to like this beautiful communal world that they envisioned, where I could teach kids outside of a school system, just the kids of the community, and we would just be like playing and learning together. And everyone would have like enough time to make food for each other and enjoy eating it together. And they talked about that world with like so much certainty and belief. It made me feel like it might happen. I feel like I've seen a lot of change and loss here, but I also want to see what is growing. It's so intergenerational. Penny, my youngest friend, after I was stopped by security, she affirmed me. She was like, when you were a baby, you were a girl baby, but now you're not. And Ember lives down the street from me, and I used to teach them. And their family trusts me to like go out rollerblading with them. And Izzy, is my age, and we go rollerblading, the three of us. The whole time, Ember is just like a waterfall of words raining down on us, and I get to hear all about the dramas of being 10 years old. And Ember's parents wish me a good day on my way when I'm biking to work. It just feels really wholesome.